This is the biggest mistake that almost every introverted marketer will make, including myself. Alright, look, I know it's really scary, but here's the thing. If you want to know what's going to sell, you got to talk to people. I know it's scary, I don't like to do it, I don't talk to girls, don't tell anyone. But the thing is, if you're selling to that market, if you're selling to certain people, you're going to have to eventually talk to them. And look, most people hate getting negative responses, but here's the truth. When you get a negative, angry response from someone, like viscerally mad, like the veins are bursting out of their forehead, that's when you know you're on to something good, because A, it's polarizing, and B, it gets them emotional. So we're going to see how this pans out. I went ahead, I told my dad about coffee and caffeine are both really bad for type 2 diabetics. And the first thing out of his mouth was basically, I'm not giving up coffee. And that's when I knew, I'm like, I didn't even say anything about giving up coffee. I can tell he's mad. And that's usually good news, because A, it shows that it's something he cares about, B, it shows that I'll get engagement in the comments most likely. People who used to hate Elvis, basically, if you were on one side and you hated his guts, you would buy merch that lets everyone know you hate him. And I forget who he was, but that guy, he played both sides of the fence. He sold I love Elvis buttons, and he sold I hate Elvis buttons. So both sides, highly emotionally charged, both sides willing to pay money for something. But you don't necessarily have to do that. Your topic itself can be controversial, and you can just bring it to the right people who will either agree or disagree with you. But at the end of the day, my suggestion is this. Just talk to your market and see if they're emotionally reactive or emotionally indifferent. If they're indifferent, you're boring, that's bad. And yes, I will admit, it is a hard thing to get used to. And you know what? You made it this far? I have a treat for you. Nothing is a clearer indication of what will work than what your customer has already bought in the past.